First of all, you've already seen what we're doing here at the summit. So look at these amazing faces here. We also have some other guests that are coming as well. We haven't announced, but you've got me, Mr. Pena, Dan Depandi, and Master Mantak Chia. It's all happening here October 5th in London. It's going to be an incredible time. Again, if you've ever seen our events, they're off the hook. We might be doing some active meditation. We might be doing some breathing. We might be doing some excursions out in London. We're basically going to take over this city for the whole weekend. It's going to be a lot of fun. So join us for this date. It's going to be incredible. And now I'd love to dive in to some of the ideas from the great guests that are going to be here that day. And I'd love to start off with my good friend, which is Dan Depandi. Dan Depandi's just come back for a second time. So we've got 2 episodes released for him. And Dan Depandi has an incredible story. You know, he was a young man living in Australia, and he knew he wanted to dedicate his life to being a monk. And he found his guru, and he just said, "What do you want me to do? And I'll do it." And the guru said, "Look, wait a couple of years, but then you got to get yourself to Hawaii, get rid of all of your stuff, say goodbye to everybody, and you're going to dedicate your life to this practice." It was a big, bold move. And once he got there, you know, his guru told him to do all of these things. He was sleeping with bugs and sleeping in the wilderness and doing this and doing that. And he was testing Dan Depandi to try to release everything that he held dear, which was his own personal being, his comforts, his ideas. And he was able to let go of so many things. And there's 2 lessons that I want to teach you today that I learned from Dan Depandi. And that will help you a lot when it comes to getting your mind right. Because a few people here were talking about Mike Pratt and you know, other people that really want to quiet their brains down. This is really important. So let me talk about 2 things. The first thing Dan Depandi taught to me was this: you need to simplify your life and what is important to you. And so that means using a word that maybe you don't use enough. And it's one of my favorite words. It's a 2-letter word, and it's called no. No, no, no. Oftentimes in life, we say yes to too many things. We bring all of these things in the fold. We have too many people. We have too many tasks. We're multitasking. We're trying to listen to music and watch a podcast and read at the same time while we're also thinking about things we have to do and errands we have to run. You really need to simplify your life and who is important, because you only have a finite amount of energy to spend on the things and the people that you love. And that's a really important thing for you to focus on right now, is just to simplify your life and what's important, you know? And for me, that means I really slice it down to my family members, the team here at London Real, and my guests. I have a few friends that I spend time with over the years, but I really do cut it down. I try not to bring new people into my life. When it comes to my business, I meet a lot of people sometimes and they're like, "I'm working on 3 different businesses." Honestly, I've never met a successful entrepreneur with more than 1 business. I really haven't. Now, I know people do it. Elon Musk is running 2 businesses at a time. Some say he is, some say he's not. I don't know. But honestly, focus on one thing. And in the past, I made that mistake. I used to have 2 different shows. I had a technology show called Silicon Reel, and I love technology. I love the technology business. It's all about innovation and optimism and taking risks. But then I had London Real, and I had to choose one or the other because I was just diluting myself too much. So I chose London Real. Also, in my life, I choose simple things. I choose to train, I choose to work hard, and I choose to dedicate all of my energy to making myself better, making my team better, putting out great energy into the world with London Real, creating a mass-scale transformation of humanity, working on my students with the Academy, and that's it. I don't try to do a lot of other things. And that's what I think you need to do with your life. You need to really focus on 5 people in your life. You need to focus on one major commitment of what you want to do. Is it, you know, if you have a business, focus on that. Focus on one aspect of your body, focus on one aspect of your mind, but don't try to do too many things at once. I don't think multitasking really works. I think you need to really focus on doing discrete things. And it's really interesting. I've got something called the Inner Circle, which is kind of an invite-only small group of people that I am taking kind of to the next level in their lives. It's real personal mentorship, 10X type stuff. And I have them all do a weekly report where they have to chart every hour of every day and what they're doing. And a lot of people came back to me and I said, look at your day. What are you doing with your day? There's all of this wasted time. You're hanging out with people that do not have any direct direction to your goals. You're doing things that have no direction to your goals, you know? And I'm all for taking a break, but sometimes you're hanging out with people that are not going to get you to the next level. You're spending your time doing activities that aren't going to take you to the next level. So if you're watching Netflix or hanging out at the pub or hanging out with a bunch of people that have negative energy, why are you doing that? And so when you do that weekly report, you're like, oh my gosh, no wonder I'm not getting to my goals because I'm wasting my time doing all of these things. So as Dan Depandi would say, simplify your life and look at what you do every day. If it is not leading to one of your top 3 goals in your mind, your body, and your money, stop doing it, period. And as Mike Dolce once said, you're either part of the solution or you're part of the problem, and every action you take is either getting you closer to your goals or further away from your goals. So think about that the next time you eat a chocolate donut or you skip a workout or you sleep in or you waste time. That is not going to get you there.
At London Real, we believe that individual transformation can change the world. Join us and start your journey today.